Olympian Eileen Gu's backless dress is a bold moment at Milan Fashion Week. Eileen Gu is turning up the heat in Milan with her white backless dress. The Chinese-American freestyle skier recently graced the Milan Fashion Week. For the occasion, she opted to make a bold but elegant fashion statement with her OOTD. The athlete took to her Instagram to share a carousel of photos from Milan Fashion Week. Captioned, "Quality time." Grazy Mill. The post showed Gu dazzling with a bright smile in a white backless dress. In some pictures, the Olympic gold medal winner wore a black leather jacket over the outfit with aviators. Additionally, her makeup comprised of eyeliner, pink blush, and red lipstick. She also had her golden highlighted hair styled in waves. Netizens shared their thoughts with one writing, "So so beautiful." Another user commented, "OMG, this look is so good." Eileen Gu didn't just attend Milan Fashion Week, she made a statement that lingered in the air long after the cameras clicked. In a season built on spectacle, her backless dress landed like a clean, confident exhale, simple in concept, loud in meaning. Not loud the way neon is loud, but loud the way a perfectly timed pause is loud, the kind that makes a whole room turn its head. Milan is a city that understands the language of silhouettes. It speaks in tailoring, in leather, in the kind of elegance that looks effortless even when it's engineered down to the millimeter. And in that city, during that week, where everyone is dressed like the main character, Eileen Gu's backless look read as a bold moment not because it screamed for attention, but because it didn't have to. The power of the back, an unusual spotlight. Fashion is often front-facing. It's built for greetings, handshakes, red carpets, and photographs that meet you head-on. A backless dress flips that instinct. It asks you to rethink where drama belongs. A backless design is a contradiction, it's both minimal and daring. The fabric does less, but the effect does more. It reveals without being explicit, and it demands posture, presence, and a kind of calm bravery, because there's nowhere to hide. It's not just skin, it's vulnerability stylized into confidence. When an Olympian wears a backless dress, the symbolism sharpens. Athletes spend years training their backs, strengthening them, injuring them, healing them, carrying pressure and expectation on them. The back becomes a biography, the curve of discipline, the muscle memory of sacrifice, the weight of winning and losing. So when Eileen Gu shows up in a backless dress, it isn't just fashion. It's a new angle on the same story, strength, control, fearlessness, reframed through elegance instead of adrenaline. From snow to spotlight, a new kind of arena. Eileen Gu is used to arenas where the stakes are measured in fractions of seconds and the margins are thin as a skate blade. On the slopes, she performs with speed, risk, and gravity as her co-star. At Fashion Week, the physics change, but the pressure doesn't disappear. It simply evolves. In sport, people ask, "Can you land it?" In fashion, people ask, "Can you carry it?" A bold outfit isn't bold on a hanger. It becomes bold when someone wears it like they belong inside it, like the look was designed around their confidence, not their body. Eileen's presence at Milan suggests something important. She isn't visiting fashion as a tourist. She's learning its rhythm, moving within it, and redefining what an athlete can look like when she steps off the podium and into culture. And this matters because athletes, especially young women in the public eye, are often boxed into relatable or role model aesthetics. The expectation is to be impressive, but not too provocative, stylish, but not too daring, admired, but not too self-possessed. A backless dress breaks that box. Boldness isn't just skin, it's choice. The most interesting thing about a backless dress isn't the back. It's the decision. Boldness in fashion is often misunderstood as exposure. But true boldness is clarity. It's knowing what you want to express and expressing it with precision. A backless dress is a design that says, "I'm not afraid of being seen from every angle." It's also a subtle power move in a room full of trends. Trends beg you to follow them. A timeless silhouette invites you to lead. That's why this moment felt bold. Not because it was shocking, but because it was intentional. It carried the kind of quiet authority that says, "I don't need extra. I am the extra." Milan Fashion Week, where image becomes identity. Milan Fashion Week isn't just about clothes. It's about mythology. Runways aren't simply runways, they are rituals. They turn fabric into fantasy, models into icons, and guests into evidence, proof that you were present for culture as it happened. And the photos that come out of Milan are rarely just documentation, they're declarations of belonging. To appear at Milan Fashion Week in a backless dress is to speak a particular dialect of fashion confidence. It says you understand the rules well enough to bend them. It says you're comfortable letting the dress do less because your presence does more. Eileen's moment matters because she represents a blend of worlds: sport, youth culture, global attention, and now high fashion. That intersection is where modern celebrity lives. People don't just want champions anymore, they want champions who can walk into a couture world and look like they've always been there. The athlete's body as art, not utility. There's another layer here that makes the backless choice feel powerful. The athlete's body is often framed as functional, not aesthetic. Athletes are praised for performance, but their bodies can become public property, dissected, rated, commented on. The conversation too easily slips into measurement: strong enough, thin enough, toned enough, appropriate enough. A backless dress, worn by an athlete, shifts the frame. It treats the athletic body not as something to analyze, but as something to celebrate. Not as a machine, but as art. Not as proof, but as expression. And the beauty of a backless silhouette is that it's not the most obvious kind of sexy. It's not about exaggeration. It's about geometry, the line of the spine, the curve of the shoulder, the way light lands on skin. It's a kind of elegance that suggests you're not trying, because you don't need to. Confidence as craft. The best fashion moments are never accidental. Even when they look effortless, they're built from deliberate craft, styling, tailoring, grooming, the right accessories, the right attitude. A backless dress is especially unforgiving. It's the kind of piece that demands control. You have to move differently, stand differently, sit differently, laugh differently. It's fashion that requires performance.